Hi everyone, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. I want to get right to the point with today's topic. If you want to live a healthier, longer life, you must lower your blood pressure, and it must be below 120/80. Now this is because high blood pressure or hypertension or even just elevated blood pressure is a primary cause of a heart attack, heart failure, cardiovascular death, a stroke, kidney problems, and also dementia and memory and cognitive problems, just overall premature death. And if you don't care about dying or your health, you really only care about maybe vanity, just know that even elevated blood pressure is also linked to hair loss and sexual dysfunction. Now, I did make another video about this topic in the past, and I'll give you a link to that in a minute. However, I bring up today's topic because in the past couple of weeks, I've had two very close friends of mine lose their fathers. Now, one had a stroke and died within a week, and the other had a heart attack, and then just due to ongoing complications, went to the hospital, and then all of a sudden just died. Now, both happened quickly, and they were unexpected, and it's just been very hard for everyone. And I mentioned this in the past that my father had a stroke about 5 years ago, and he made good recovery and was doing very well, even though he was slower and he had slight limp. His blood pressure had been perfect since. Unfortunately, though, about 2 months ago, he had a really bad fall, which is actually the top 3 causes of death in the elderly, falling is. And the fall caused a horrible concussion, and he had, bleeding in his brain, and he was in a coma for about a week, and then the ICU, and then to rehab and so forth. In fact, in the hospital, they didn't allow any supplements or healthy fats or any of that stuff, and the truth is they just gave him horrible food. And his blood pressure shot up, and it made the matter much worse. And after 2 months, he's now back at home, but it's like he's aged like 10 years in just 2 months. And it's been just very stressful for everyone, especially, obviously my dad, but of course my mom and everyone and all of us. So, and I bring this up because I just needed to bring up the topic again because it's very important. I want you and your loved ones to be healthy. And I want you to pay attention to this, what's known as a silent killer, which is high blood pressure. By the way, all 3 men that I just mentioned, my dad and my friend's dads, did not smoke, and they weren't fat, and they ate relatively well. For sure, my dad did. But it seems that after a certain age, most people have higher blood pressure. For example, one third of people, about 33% over just the age of 18 are walking around with high blood pressure and don't even know, and thus hypertension. This means 140/90, as you can see from this graph. Listen, over 50% of people easily hit these numbers at different times of the day because of stress or different foods that they eat. And over 65% of people have pre-hypertension or simply elevated blood pressure, which is between 120 and 129, the systolic number. Yes, lifestyle matters for sure, stress and what you eat and exercise. However, it seems that a primary cause is due to the negative changes in your hormones because of aging. Now, take a look at this graph from the CDC, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. Now, these numbers are based on having high blood pressure, hypertension, and thus about 140/90 or higher. Now take a look. Between the ages of 18 to 39 on the graph on the left, about 7.5% of the population has high blood pressure, right? But then between the ages of 40 and 59, it goes up like 5 times to 33%. And then over the age of 60, it doubles again to over 63% of the population. And you can see to the right that it affects women even more. Again, this does not take into account, those who have just elevated blood pressure and thus pre-hypertension. So my suggestion is you take this topic very seriously, and that's why I'm bringing it up again. You should at least purchase a good blood pressure machine to use at home. You can buy it on Amazon or something. You can take your blood pressure throughout the day, right? Before you eat, after you eat, in the morning, and so forth. And see where your levels are, and make sure you keep it under 120/80. Now, below in the description area, I've got 2 important links for you. The first goes to an article that I wrote about how I lowered my dad's blood pressure naturally. So make sure you take a look at that. Also, there's a second link that goes to another YouTube video that's entitled The Secret to Living Longer by Controlling Your Blood Pressure. And it gets in a little bit more detail about today's topic. Also, share this video with anyone you know who should be concerned about their blood pressure. And this includes obviously people over the age of 40. So please do this now while it's fresh on your mind. Thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.